Well, hey guys, check in for the week. So, got a queen size bed. Got a really good deal. This is usually like $600 or $800 on Amazon. And I ended up getting the frame and the mattress, which is foam, memory foam, for like 300 some odd bucks. So I'm pretty happy. Yeah, I know. So, got a ceiling fan in this week. I'm not really impressed with the ceiling fan. Kind of weak. This is actually high. This is kind of, I'm not terribly excited about it. Um, it's remote and it's a Hampton, but I'm not very impressed with it at all. So I'm debating about sending it back and dealing with it. I don't know yet. I haven't made up my mind, but I'm not happy with it. And that's from Lowe's. Oh no, actually Home Depot. So you see, fix the stupid ceiling fan. I was so fed up with that ceiling fan making a clicking sound at night and couldn't figure out for the life of me what it was. I thought it was the fan, ended up not being the fan. It ended up being the installer that installed it. What I happened to do was wire nut the blue wire, which wasn't being used for the light, and that wire nut was actually hitting the inside mounting in there. So after a while it would fall down, and it didn't sound like that, but I think that's what it ended up being. I've been running this all day long and it hasn't made any sounds. Now what I did do, I did a bunch of other stuff because no matter those things really rattle. Even the one that Shannon recommended, I even looked at that, bought that, and it was just as thin that where the motor is, it would just resonate in there as well. So what I ended up doing was silicone everything that had a touch point with white silicone, the blades, the mounting bracket, everything. So you can't see the silicone, but I didn't want anything that could even resemble any type of vibration that actually went in that drum. So I've been working on and off with that thing for about a week, you know, a little bit here, a little bit there, trying to figure out what was going on. And I finally just disassembled it all and said, okay, what is it? Okay, so I ended up finding out what it was. It was me. So I got a new one installed as well in the master bedroom. So this is done, and I have the master bedroom painted. So it's painted with the actual color itself. So that's good. I probably have to put one more coat over there. Is my suspicion. Not a big deal. So this is got this going. Got the trim in as well, and you can really definitely tell there's a reason that you go horizontal as opposed to vertical. But this is what I had to deal with, so I dealt with it. Got the ledges in the bedroom. So those are stone ledges, engineered stone. Those are all cut. They're in there. They're not coming out. They're in there, and then this is going to be the trim that goes around the window. It's 1/4 inch. Got the approval from G-Mom, so that's what it kind of looks like. So you can see that one rounded corner right there in squares. So the square will go inside the window, and this will be on the outside. These are just primed. I have to paint them, because I had to paint all the other trim. So I've got this going as well. So I've got the red guard down. Now, red guard is waterproof membrane, but it's also a crack membrane too. So you put a 3/16 trowel on it, 3/16 by 1/4 inch V-notch on this, and you actually get a crack membrane. This is interesting stuff. So I bought one thing of this stuff thinking one would do it. I almost finished, and I had to go late last night to Home Depot and got the rest done, which was just a little bit here. So this is all put in, and you can start seeing these lines. So let me talk a little bit about what's going on here. Is Pythagorean theorem, which is the triangle of 90 degrees. What you do is, in order to see a straight line, so I use the wall, and that first line is actually 24 inches. So 24 inches, the cabinet of light. So you can see that this is intentional, where the tile will actually go over that line to the right. and then the counter will go on top of that. The cabinets will go on top, and obviously I gotta take care of the back as well. That's understood. So what I'm doing here is an offsetted a little bit. So I know that I got my 3, this is your 3, that line that goes this way. This is your 4, the line that goes this way. You can see where that little dash is. And then you take it from here, and you go all the way over here, and that should be 5, and it's 5 right on. So I knew at that point I had a straight line. And so any offsets, which is the second line, is my offset to actually help me get that first tile in. So I'm going to be using that line to actually get everything tiled in, and then I'm going to be using that leveling system to do this. So this will be on 16th inch. These are 16th inch. I've validated it's an 1/8 inch underneath, a 16th inch between the tiles. It may look like it's a little bit more. It's not. I've measured it, and you know the thinner lines are actually 1/32. I'm not gonna deal with 1/32. I think those are too tight for something that may move around in here. So, and this is a leveling system. So this leveling system, what it does, it keeps the lippage down. So you know you shouldn't have any. If I were to do this, you can see how I don't have any lippage. So it's not going to catch, you know, so the whole idea is that when you put the mortar down, and I'm using Laticrete, and that's another thing. I spoke to Isaac, he said just use Laticrete, and then, well, I'll get the shower going, but I wanted to get the tile going in here, maybe polar opposite, but not a big deal. I mean, a lot of times you do showers, and even when you have tiles that are in you're not replacing the shower tile, the bathroom tiles, you're just replacing the shower. That happens all the time. So I need to try to get this ready so we have at least 2 toilets when the gang gets here. So I also started the trim work in here as well, and you can see how it's coming in here. Obviously I don't have the caulking in yet, but you can kind of tell I did a pretty decent job without even the caulking. So everything's pretty lined up, you know, it's pretty nice and tight in here as well. And so, you know, when this comes in, you know, that's what it'll look like from a distance. So that's from the far. Right there, that looks pretty nice, and then you know the tile will be like that as well. And this, I think last night I worked till about 9:30, I think, just to get all this done. I know it doesn't look like a lot, but believe me, this was quite a bit of work. So pretty excited where I'm at. Obviously, I wish I was further, but you know, when just a one-man crew right now. Lori did mention they may help when they come here. That'd be awesome. So my plan this week is to kind of like get this all figured out, and I don't think it'll take long to mortar, but I'm gonna go ahead and pre-cut everything, I'm gonna dry fit everything, and then once I know how it all puts together, then it's like a puzzle. Just put it all back, you know, just get the mortar and slap and go, because last thing I want to deal with is, you know, and cutting and trying to get the mortar, dealing with mortar that's going bad or is hardening or whatever the case is. I want to get this all figured out to kind of save. So, you know, that's my game plan. I also let Isaac, I put together a short video for him as well. I'm sure I'll get feedback from him, and we'll see. So Isaac is the guy I went with. He's out of California. He's a tile expert. He's really great, and I bought a package from him. It was like $300, but you know, what's $300 when you're talking thousands of dollars worth of effort in here? Randy's effort, my effort, and just lots and lots of hours. So might as well pay the $300, learn from the expert as best as you can, and go from there. So that's where I'm at, guys. Bye.